Sharing DNA does not grant someone a VIP pass to disrespect you. The hardest lesson you will ever learn in adulthood is that the most dangerous betrayals don't come from strangers. They come from the people sitting next to you at the Thanksgiving table. If you have any of these 7 specific types of relatives in your bloodline, you are in danger of being manipulated. Let's tear down the facade. But before we begin, let's get one thing straight. This isn't about relatives who make occasional mistakes. We are all human. Everyone has bad days. Everyone snaps, gets defensive, or says something they instantly regret. This video is not about moments of weakness. This is about repeated, calculated patterns. It is about behaviors that reveal someone's true, unvarnished character over time. If you have a relative who fits these descriptions, you must reevaluate their access to your life. Let's start with the first one. Number 1. The family member who always needs someone to blame. Have you ever noticed that one person in your family who is never, under any circumstances, responsible for the chaos in their life? Every failed relationship is because their ex was crazy. Every financial problem is because the economy is rigged against them. Every family conflict is because someone else was too sensitive, too aggressive, or completely misunderstood their intentions. Somehow, miraculously, it is always someone else's fault. Here is the psychology behind this. People who refuse accountability often repeat their most harmful behaviors because in their own minds, they never believe they are the problem. They suffer from a complete externalization of blame. They will blame their siblings for their temper. They will blame their parents for their lack of ambition. They will blame bad luck when their own poor choices finally catch up to them. They will throw everyone else under the bus to protect their own fragile ego. If a person cannot own up to small mistakes, do not expect them to protect you when the stakes are bigger. A person without accountability is a person without a moral compass. Avoiding responsibility is toxic enough. But the next type of relative is far more dangerous because they don't just avoid their own failures. They view your success as an attack. Number 2. The relative who treats life like a competition. Some family members do not celebrate your wins, they compare them. You get a promotion, and instead of saying congratulations, they immediately bring up how much their own son is making. You buy a new house, and they spend the entire tour pointing out the flaws in the foundation or bragging about the square footage of their own home. Instead of feeling connected to you, they are constantly running an invisible scorecard. They are measuring who earns more, who is conventionally more successful, and who gets more attention at family gatherings. They will turn a casual conversation into a relentless game of one-upmanship. They compare careers, they compare marriages, they will even use their own children as pawns, comparing their kids' grades and achievements to yours. Here is the healthy contrast. Supportive relatives clap for your success. Competitive relatives quietly resent it. If a family member's self-esteem requires you to stay beneath them, they are not your family, they are your rival. Number 3. The one who changes personalities around different people. Around you, behind closed doors, they are warm. They agree with your perspectives, they validate your feelings, and they act like your closest confidant. But put them in a room with the rest of the family, and they tell a completely different story. Suddenly, they are laughing at jokes made at your expense. They are agreeing with the uncle who just insulted your career path. They change their opinions, their tone, and their entire personality depending on who happens to be listening. In psychology, this inconsistent behavior is a massive red flag. It reveals that they are engaged in strict image management rather than possessing genuine character. They act supportive privately, but criticize you publicly to score points with the herd. They will literally tell different versions of the exact same story to different family members to ensure they always look like the hero. Consistency is the bedrock of trust. Performance destroys it. If you don't know which version of a person is going to show up to dinner, you cannot trust them with your reality. But the next person on our list doesn't attack you directly or play to the crowd. They do something much more subtle. They slowly make you question whether you are even allowed to evolve. Number 4. the relative who wants you to stay the same forever. Have you ever done the hard work to change your life? Maybe you got sober, went to therapy, set new boundaries, or leveled up your career, only to have a family member constantly remind you of exactly who you used to be. Some people feel deeply threatened when others outgrow the old, dysfunctional roles within the family system. If you were always the messy one, the quiet one, or the punching bag, your sudden strength throws off their balance. So, what do? They drag you backward. They bring up mistakes you made 10 years ago at every gathering. They refuse to acknowledge your growth. They mock your new goals, rolling their eyes when you talk about your ambitions. They actively treat you like the helpless teenager you once were, refusing to respect the adult you have become. People who truly love you make room for your growth. They champion your evolution. Toxic family members want you to stay small because a smaller you is easier to manage, which brings us to a warning sign that is incredibly easy to overlook, mainly because it comes disguised as love. Number 5. The relative who hides control behind "I'm just trying to help." Advice can be a profound act of love, but constant suffocating control disguised as concern is something else entirely. We all have that relative who oversteps every boundary, but the moment you call them out, they throw their hands up and say, "What? I'm just trying to help." Psychologically, this over-involvement is a covert strategy to maintain dominance. It isn't about supporting you, it's about directing you. They will try to make major life decisions for you. They will blatantly ignore your stated preferences. They will nitpick and criticize every choice you make, from who you date, to how you raise your kids, to how you spend your money, while insisting that they simply know what is best for you. Do not fall for the illusion. Real guidance respects your freedom to choose. Control fears your freedom. If their help feels like a straitjacket, it isn't support, it's a hostage negotiation. Number 6. The family member who never lets conflict end. Healthy people solve problems. Unhealthy people archive them for future use. There are certain family members who do not want to resolve arguments. They want to preserve them. Keeping old conflicts alive creates long-term emotional leverage. It allows them to maintain a permanent state of moral superiority. You could have apologized for something a decade ago. You could have paid back the money, mended the fence, and done the work. It doesn't matter. They will bring up mistakes from years ago the second they feel they are losing an argument today. They refuse genuine forgiveness because forgiveness means letting go of their ammunition. They will constantly reopen settled arguments. They will subtly remind everyone in the room who owes whom. You can never build a foundation of trust with someone who is constantly mining your past to build a weapon against your present. This brings us to the final type. And pay close attention, because this relative often appears to be the most caring, selfless person in the family, which is exactly why they are the hardest to recognize and the most devastating to your mental health. Number 7. The relative who makes you feel guilty for living your own life. Every time you choose yourself, they somehow become the victim. Guilt is one of the darkest, most potent tools for controlling family relationships. This is the relative who expects you to drop everything for them at a moment's notice. But the minute you say no because you have to work or rest or tend to your own family, you are suddenly branded as selfish. They criticize healthy boundaries by framing them as personal attacks. If you don't call them every single day, you don't care about them. If you move away for a better job, you are abandoning the family. They equate total, unquestioning obedience with love. Here is the emotional climax you need to understand. Love should inspire freedom. It should make you feel empowered to go out and conquer your life. It should never feel like a constant, heavy obligation. If someone in your family only feels loved by you when you are actively sacrificing your own happiness, your own peace, and your own progress for them, they aren't protecting a relationship. They are protecting their control over you. Let's wrap this up. Trust is never earned simply through a family title. Just because someone holds the title of mother, father, brother, sister, or cousin does not grant them a VIP pass to disrespect you. Trust is earned through repeated honesty. It is earned through respect, unwavering accountability, and behavioral consistency. Yes, some relatives will always be family on paper, but not every family member deserves unlimited access to your trust, your energy, or your inner world. You are allowed to lock the door. You are allowed to build a wall. The absolute healthiest, strongest relationships in this world are not built on the fragile foundation of blood obligation. They are built on mutual respect. If they cannot offer you that respect, they do not get a seat at your table. It is that simple.